आज बिहान म उठ्दाखेरि म एकदमै खुसी थिएँ फर अ लट अफ रिजन्स. नम्बर 1 इज knowing that म जे फिल्डमा इन्ट्रेस्टेड छु त्यही नै गरिरहेको छु, समथिङ द्याट आइम रियली प्यासनेट अबाउट, त्यो त भइहाल्यो. एन्ड द फ्याक्ट द्याट आई कुड लिसन टु सो मेनी पिपल हु हेभ ह्याड सच वाइड रेन्ज अफ एक्सपिरियन्सेस. सो my question to you is, how important is it to do something that you're really passionate about, to do something that you love?
In fact, when I was doing my graduation, I had a dream to become an IAS officer, that civil servant in India. And I have tried 2-3 times. Last time I reached up to interview level, where there is 3 step of examination is civil services. One is prelims, second one is written, and then interview. I faced, in my last attempt, I faced interview, but I couldn't crack that. And then I've decided, then and there I've decided I will go for sales. There in Delhi, I was studying in Delhi, in Jawaharlal Nehru State University, JNU, and then I decided to go for sales. So initially I joined one company, that is Singer India Limited, who is making, earlier they were producing only this sewing machine, and then I started making television, fridge, washing machine, everything. So I worked for around 1 year in Delhi in Singer India Limited. And at that time I came to know that if you want to succeed in sales line, you have to be a good people management thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise you cannot, because currently I am my team is of around 48 to 50 people, and not people, 48 to 50 minds.
Yeah.
And a single mind has to handle all 50 minds, different thought of process of minds
of
of
course.
people. So I have to handle them. So I decided to, then I gave interview in Dabur in India, and I was selected. I worked for around 1 year in Dabur, India. Then since I am from nearby state, near Nepal is Bihar, so they have decided me to send to Nepal, Kathmandu. So initially I resisted. No, I don't want to go. दूसरे कंपनी में जाऊँगा, वहाँ नेपाल में जाऊँगा, मेरे को कुछ पता नहीं है. I don't know anything about Nepal. But lastly they insisted me, no, you have to go to Nepal and go and work for around 6 months there. And if you feel you cannot work there, then we'll take back you to India. Then I came to Nepal and joined here. And that time my boss, he was Mr. Srivardhan. Now he left Dabur after working for around 30 years in India. And I started working, and till today I'm enjoying my job. I don't have any issue, I don't have any problem. Because if you learn how to manage people, then that will be your biggest strength if you are working in sales. So I'm doing well, and I have joined Dabur as a sales representative initially. And what was my salary that time, I also want to mention, around 2,800 rupees per month.
Wow, okay.
And then I became territory manager, then area sales manager, then regional manager, and finally my goal, I wanted to handle entire Nepal sales as a head of sales. So I became head of sales in 2018, I think. So my dreams come true, and I'm enjoying my job. I don't have any issue.
That is
working in
beautiful.
sales.
So progression त धेरै भएको रहेछ हजुरको हैन, थ्रु आउट यर करियर. सो आइम प्रिटी श्योर अब सक्सेसको लागि एउटा मात्र फ्याक्टर त हुँदैन नि, मल्टिपल फ्याक्टर्स त हुन्छ द्याट probably attributed to your success. But is there one particular thing that you feel like, okay, यो भएकोले पनि त होला म यहाँसम्म पुगेको? So anything?
होइन, यसमा सबैभन्दा ठुलो कुरा के छ कि पिपल म्यानेजमेन्टको साथमा ल माई टिम स्ट्रेन्थ इज 50 or 48, but almost 90% of dealers, they know me personally.
Wow.
And I have a good relationship still today. आज पनि कुनै प्रब्लम हुन्छ कुनै एरियामा, my business head, he told me, BK, please talk to this stockist. Because he knows कि if I talk to any stockist, he will listen to me and he will do as per my wish only. So relationship is also very important in sales organization. Plus, if you are handling a 50 group of a 50 person, I don't think only professional relation will work. You have to mix professional and personal relation together.
Okay.
And more of a professional and 20 to 30% personal touch you have to give. Then what happened na कि suppose आज रात का 10 बज गया and I have to do some numbers for today. Then I will call all of measure my sales leadership team कि today you have to do this much of number. I am out of Kathmandu or I am on leave. You can't believe 2-3 years back I was in Mumbai. I was attending some one marriage ceremony of my cousin brother. I got a call from AGM sales, Upen Pradhan. कि यार तिम्रो यो क्या, अब I will do this number. And same day the commitment number was fulfilled for the company. So there is some personal relation always pays. Professional relation, if I leave Dabur today, if I am professionally attached with anybody in the company or Ritu or HR or finance or CSCC, the day I leave Dabur, next day they will forget me. That is true. But if you have a professional relation plus personal relation with all your team members, not family relation, personal relation.
Okay.
I used to ask my TM, ASM, RSM, family में कोई problem है, तो sir ये problem है. Then I suggest them कि no, do like this, talk to your wife. Future में यस्तो भयो भने just text me कि आज delay हुन्छ. तो भयो भने कि टिमलाई के लाग्छ हैन, मेरो boss only scolding team कि यार you cannot do anything, ये will not pay you. Sometimes you have to what you call save them also. Sometimes they face some problem, internal problem, external problem. You have to help them out. Then they will perform to the best of their ability. That is true. What I feel till now, I am very much convinced that only professional relation will not pay you. If you have a personal relation mixed with professional, that will pay you a lot. And that's why I am success today.
Adding a personal touch to your professional
Yes,
career,
yes,
right? But
yes.
I find it a bit difficult to strike a balance, because कहिले कहिले साथी नै यस्तो हुन्छ ल, फ्यामिली हामी एउटै फ्यामिली हो जस्तो हुन्छ नि त वर्क प्लेसमा. सो कोही कोही वर्क प्लेसमा त त्यस्तै हुन्छ नि त. सो हाउ डु यु स्ट्राइक अ ब्यालेन्स एन्ड से लुक प्रोफेसनल बाउन्ड्रिज यति छ, अल्सो पर्सनल टच चाहिँ यति छ.
पर्सनल बाबत सपोज मेरो कुनै कलिग छ, सबअर्डिनेट छ, त्यसको फ्यामिलीमा कुनै फङ्सन भयो, इफ दे इन्भाइट मी, आई मेक स्योर कि आई हेभ टु गो. समटाइम्स आई टेक माई वाइफ एलोङ विथ मी अल्सो. एन्ड अब पर्सनलमा अब मलाई यो घर किन्ने हो, अलि पैसाको हेल्प गरिदिनुहोस्, यो गर्नुहोस्, द्याट आई विल नट डु.
That you won't entertain.
Yes. And that pays you always. That is the truth of life as per me. I might be wrong also, but in last 27 years of journey with Dabur, it has paid me a lot. Personal lesson also, professional. Sometimes what happened, suppose my AGM sales, you call my RSM, and I started scolding like anything. And my RSM called me. They are very dedicated. My team members, all 50, they are very dedicated. And कुनै टाइम अब के हुन्छ कि मार्केटले सपोर्ट गरेन र रिक्वायर्ड नम्बर जुन छ कम्पनीको इम्पोसिबल लाग्छ. तर टिमसँग म टिम मिटिङ गर्छौँ, कुरा गर्छौँ कि यो छ अब सपोज अप्रिल वी आर स्ट्रगलिङ स्लाइटली वी आर स्ट्रगलिङ दिस मन्थ बिकज वेदर हेर्नुहोस् अहिले पनि चिसै छ वी आर स्ट्रगलिङ देन वाट I do team meeting with all the members. Yesto such I know the condition of market is not responding as per our requirement, but this is the first month of financial year 23-24. So this month we have to do this number anyhow. Tell me what help you need from me. I know sir, we all will try to achieve, and I am sure by 29th our requirement budgeted number will be achieved. That much I am sure, and I can assure the higher management on behalf of my team. हैन मेरो टिमले जुन भनेको छ they have proven in the past also. So यो महिना पनि गर्छ. And our business head जुन बेदी सर हुनुहुन्छ is he listens me very carefully, and even if he is on leave in Delhi or in India or anywhere in the world, he used to call me 2-3 times a day over this WhatsApp. What is going on? What do you think? Can we do this number this month? And I assured him. He said to everybody, BK si bola hai, it means he will do his number. So he is so confident upon his team कि हैन मेरो टिमले कमिट गरे भने गर्छ. And that confidence जुन हाम्रो बिजनेस हेडको छ नि gives us more energy. हैन अब त्यहाँले कमिट गरिसकेको छु, अब त कुनै पनि हालतमा गर्नै पर्छ. Even if he comes and say कि बीके थोड़ा छोड़ देते हैं 5 करोड़ कम कर लो, नहीं सर करेंगे. That is the zeal. If you have the zeal now, you can do whatever you want in life. That is my philosophy in life.
हजुरले zealको कुरा गर्नुभयो, but I feel like it's also the belief that you had in your team.
Yes.
That okay, they also, since you have such belief, they're also like okay, I can't disappoint Binodji भनेर पनि त होला नि, हैन? So 27 years, almost 3 decades भनेको that's a really long time. So
retired 3 decade complete गरेर जान्छु.
Okay, really? Okay, interesting.
2026 23 छ नि यो 26 September मा
okay,
I will get retirement. So 3 years means 3 decade I will complete in Dabur.
Okay. So what are your plans after retirement?
After retirement?
Yeah.
Actually, I have 2 sons, and elder one is completing engineering, architecture engineering this year also only, and the younger one is in 3rd year of computer science engineering in India, and he will complete his BTech next year. Both of them, I have a house in India, Greater Noida also. What they advised me, Papa, after retirement you come down to India and you stay there in Greater Noida with mom, and I think elder son he will go to US for job.
Okay.
And younger son is also trying for abroad. So both of them will outside India. So me and my wife, old age बनेर plan अहिलेसम्म त्यही छ कि I'll go back to India, will stay in Delhi, and तर यहाँ लोकलमा मेरो जुन सराउन्डिङ्समा जुन हाम्रो कलिग फ्रेन्ड्स छ सबै they are insisting me not to go to India. Okay, you have spent almost 40%, 50% of your life here in Nepal, and you have some equity, you have earned some equity in the market. So you can, even after you retire, you can work in Nepal as a consultant. Let's see, once I get retirement, if HR will keep me for next 3 years, then I'll get retirement.
Okay. So
And then I'll decide what to do next. Because my elder son, his girlfriend is from Kathmandu only.
Okay.
She's his school friend.
Okay.
So both of them, my son, he wants to marry with that girl only.
Okay.
So I have already given my consent to them. Tika, complete your study and join somewhere and earn something for yourself, then you can get married. So I have to come back to Nepal so many times, even after I go back to India.
Wow, that's a really true testament of how supportive you are, even as a leader and as a parent as well, right? So, I just want to hear, since I feel like you have so many stories to tell, I just want to hear like one funny incident probably that happened in your
During my
career.
job.
Yeah, over the years.
When
Just
I
one
joined,
incident.
when I joined Dabur here in Nepal, no, I was given because that time I was sales officer only, so I was given responsibility of this Nepalganj headquarter, Nepalganj and Dhangari. So I was based out of Nepalganj only. So, and my boss that time was Srivardhan. He used to travel Pokhara, from Kathmandu to Pokhara, Rangat, Birganj, everywhere. So I was not aware that if I have been given Nepalganj headquarter, I have to travel within Nepalganj headquarter only for the business of Dabur. So one day he called me, tomorrow I am going to Pokhara. I have some work. I want to visit market of Pokhara. Then I said, okay, sir. And same day, I took night bus from Nepalganj to Pokhara. And I reached Pokhara in the morning. He said, तुम क्या कर रहे हो यहाँ? Why you have come here? मैं सर पोखरा कभी घूमा नहीं था, मन किया आ गया पोखरा. And next week, I suddenly reached Kathmandu, taking that Saja night was from Nepalganj to Kathmandu. He asked me, why you have come to Kathmandu? Sir, Kathmandu घूमने का मन था, आ गया. Then he told me, कि बाबू Nepalganj and Dhangari area assigned for you, so you have to travel within Nepalganj and Dhangari only. That time I didn't know कि अच्छा ये एरिया दिया गया मेरे को, तो यहाँ पे काम करके फिर कहीं नहीं जाना है. जब मीटिंग होगा, then I have to come to Kathmandu. So I traveled a lot in first 6 months without asking my boss. Then one day he called me कि ऐसा ऐसा है, you have to travel within your assigned area only. You don't need to go to other headquarters because some other SO is working there. So okay sir, I didn't know. Then I stopped moving from Nepal to other area. That was the funniest thing I did during my tenure in Dabur.
Wow, but you seem like a very free spirited. Do you like traveling a lot?
Not too much, no.
Not now, right?
Not now.
I think you've had your share of traveling, I guess. Okay. So, could you tell us something about any interesting project or, something that you worked in that you're particularly proud of?
When I got promotion from sales officer, senior sales officer to territory manager.
Okay.
Before that, I was in Kathmandu only. And after I got promotion as a territory manager, I've been transferred to Birganj to look after Birganj, Janakpur, Biratnagar and Birtamur. Biratnagar and Birtamur, we were struggling since last 20 years because the border of Birtamur and Biratnagar is somewhere near West Bengal. West Bengal में जुन मान्छे हुन्छ नि, rather than focus on their work, association, this, that, Nadabaji, Julus, they believe in this only. So all when I visited Birtamur headquarters, I found were 2 stockists that time only. And I started scolding my SO, what is happening here? Make one stockist here, one stockist here, because these 2 stockists is not sufficient enough to cover all the markets. And then he said, no sir, we cannot make any stockist here. Why? There is an association. You have to take approval from the association as well as the existing stockist, no NOC, no objection certificate. Then only you can make a stockist there. Then I started working on that because I had to make 2-3 stockists in that area. Otherwise, my business growth was stagnant that time. So it took around 5-6 years to break this association thing. And today, from 2 stockists in that area, around 9 stockists are working. And after that, in last 3-4 years, we have a very good growth in terms of business in that area. That was the biggest challenge in front of me that time. So I cracked that thing. Na? That is the biggest achievement I can say in East. And still East is doing well. So all credit goes to my team and 10% to me only, 90% to my team. They have worked hard, a lot. They have worked a lot there to change this, break this NOC association, this and that. And then now that area is also very smooth and doing very well.
I love how you always thank your team, always include them in all of your...
Whenever I get any appreciation from the management, I give 99% credit to my team only. Because I am sitting here in office, I can only call them, I can only do team meeting and discuss 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour. But 24/7 they are working in the field. So I have to trust them also. Sometimes they give goli also. They are not in the market, they are in watching movie in the hall. If I call him, they come out of the hall, cinema. Sir, यहाँ आया हूँ ये काम करने के लिए. मेरे को पता है कि ये क्या कर रहा है. ठीक है. Once you get free, please call me. I never interfere in their personal thing. Yeah. I know.
So hearing all of this makes me feel like you're such a fantastic leader, but did you actually learn throughout the time, or did you know from the get-go नै ल यसरी नै leader हुनुपर्छ, यस्तो धेरै micromanage गर्नु हुँदैन, हल्का liberty दिनुपर्छ?
हैन, 1 साल 2 साल 3 साल त बिस्तारै I have met thousands of people in the Nepal, and to learn something you have to communicate with the people. So whenever I visit any stockist or even a retail outlet also, I spend 15 to 20 minutes discussing a political, not only business. Nepal ko political issue के भइरहेछ, अहिले इकोनोमिक कस्तो भइरहेछ, मार्केट को अहिले सिचुएसन के छ, वेदर अब we have juice, अब जुस गर्मीमा बढी जान्छ, वो दिसम्बरको महिनामा गएर जुसमा डिस्कस गर्यो भने के हुँदैन, दिसम्बरको महिनामा च्यवनप्राशको डिस्कस गर्छु भने अलिकता मलाई त्यसको बेनिफिट आउँछ. तो अकॉर्डिंगली इंटरेक्ट गर्दा र सबैको जुन टीम मेंबर्स हुन्छ राम्रोसित तपाईं इफ ऑब्जर्व your team members, you will come to know what problem he is facing. That you have to understand. You cannot deny that. And if you understand he is facing this much of problem related to his family or related to market, related to stockist, financially sales ma problem bhairahach, then you have to come forward and try to resolve his issue. Then everything will be okay. Otherwise, छोड़ देंगे नहीं, तुम्हारा target, you have to do your target, otherwise company will fire you. Then this communication is one-way communication. You have to listen to your team members also to understand the issues. And if you can solve, you have to solve, otherwise problem हुन्छ फेरि गएर.
Okay, so it seems like you're a very empathetic leader and your team is extremely lucky to have you.
म कसैसँग झगडा पनि गर्दैन र कहिलेकाहीँ अब हिजो जस्तो एउटा एसओलाई म यस्तो गाली गरेको छु फोनमा, म एजीएम सेल्स फोन गरिरहेको थिएँ, त्यहाँको फोन आप लिएर त्यहीबाट गाली गरे, यस्तो गाली गरे कि हाम्रो एएसएम आरएसएमहरू सर अहिलेसम्म हजुरको यस्तो त रूपै देखाएको थिएन हैन. Sometimes it is also required. And in the evening he called me again. When I reached home, he called me, sorry sir. मैं बोला क्या चीज़ के लिए sorry? नहीं सर दिन में मैं तो भूल गया यार, जब कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम है ना instantly उसको ये करके then if you think some of your team members is not working as per the norms of the company, you can push him to some extent, then leave him. If he's a sensitive guy, he will improve
Of
himself.
course.
50 जनाको पछाडि पऱ्यो भने त म पागल भइहाल्छु पुरै दिनमा 50 जनाले फोन गरे 5-5 मिनट गरे भने 500 मिनट त मेरो गयो त्यसैमा फेरि म आफ्नो जब कहाँबाट गर्छु एकचोटि कहिले कहीँ गाली पनि गर्नुपर्छ माया पनि गर्नुपर्छ एन्ड ब्यालेन्स गरेर गरे भने I don't think we will have problem. Even in the past also, we had a very tough time in Dabur. तर कहिले पनि हामी यो गरेन कि गिभ अप मोड जुन हुन्छ नि कहिले पनि गरेन इभन इन एडभर्स सिचुएसन वी ट्राई टु परफर्म एज मच एज वी क्यान नियर द गोल पुग्यो भने वी क्यान कन्भिन्स आवर टप म्यानेजमेन्ट कि वी ट्राइड अ लट एन्ड ल ठिक छ गोल म पुग्न सकेन तर नियर द गोल पुगेका छौँ एन्ड दे एप्रिसिएट दिस कि ठिक है यु अल हेभ ट्राइड योर टिम हेभ ट्राइड इट्स एप्रिसिएबल त्यस्तै हुन्छ
Okay, so sales end goal त अब always to make a sale नै त हो but throughout the years कति innovations trends change भएको छ नि त so how you being a successful professional how do you think what did you do to stay relevant and just stay updated?
Initially when I joined Dabur na हाम्रो सेल्समा के हुन्छ एउटा प्राइमरी हुन्छ प्राइमरी के हुन्छ कि वी बिल टु आवर अथराइज डिस्ट्रिब्युटर फ्रम कम्पनी र गुड्स जान्छ त्यसकोमा द्याट इज कल्ड प्राइमरी र जुन हाम्रो अथराइज डिस्ट्रिब्युटर छ त्यो जुन गुड्सलाई मार्केटमा डिस्ट्रिब्युट गर्छ द्याट इज सेकेन्डरी र त्यहाँबाट कन्ज्युमर अफटेक हुन्छ होलसेलमा दियो भने होलसेलबाट रिटेलमा जान्छ रिटेलमा दियो भने त्यहाँबाट कन्ज्युमर पुल छ प्रोडक्टमा दम छ पुल छ भने अब हाम्रो जब छ त्यो सपोज 6 पिस रेड टुथपेस्ट हामी दिएका छौँ अथवा रियल जुस 6 पिस दिएका छौँ र त्यो 3 पिस 4 पिस त्यहाँबाट अफटेक भइसकेको छ अब त्यसको रिप्लेनिसमेन्ट हुन्छ स्टकको त्यो गर्नको लागि हाम्रो टिम छ पुरै इनिसियली जब म जोइन गरेको थिएँ डाबर I didn't know what is primary, what is secondary, and secondary को लागि अलिकता म फोकस गरिरहेको थिएँ तर I didn't know कि what is primary. हाम्रो बस त्यहाँ काठमाडौँमा बसेर फोन गरेर सबै डिलरसँग प्राइमरी अर्डर लिएर बिल गरेर टार्गेट भइहाल्थ्यो फर्स्ट इयर when I got my sales incentive of around 26,000 INR, then I came to know, oh, I have achieved this target. बिकज सबै कुरा म्यानुअल थिए म्यानुअल पेपरमा अर्डर बनाउने पेपरमा यो गर्ने अर्डर अब पहिला त मोबाइल थिएन 2090s मोबाइल थिएन अब फोन गरेर ल्यान्डलाइनबाट फोन गरेर यो अर्डर टिप्नुहोस् मेल सेल के हाम्रो थिएन डाबर नेपालको अफिसमा जब म काठमाडौँ आएँ नि एउटा कम्प्युटर थियो मात्रै डेस्कटप अरू केही थिएन बिस्तारै बिस्तारै हाम्रो बिलिङ सिस्टम जुन छ त्यो पनि मेजरली म्यानुअल थियो त्यसपट्टि एमएफजी प्रो एउटा सफ्टवेयर हुन्छ त्यसमा भयो त्यसमा अब के हुन्छ कि सपोज दिस इज अप्रिल वी हेभ टु क्लोज द अप्रिल मन्थ अन बाई 38 12 नाइटमा नत्र फेरि 1 मे भइहाल्छ अप्रिलमा भएन भने त्यो नम्बर फेरि 1 मेमा क्याप्चर गर्छ मिन्स अप्रिलमा क्याप्चर गर्दैन एट द्याट टाइम वेन वी वर वर्किङ विथ एमएफजी प्रो 3 तारिकमा म्यानुअली चेन्ज गरेर 30 तारिक गरेर लास्ट मन्थको हामी बिल गर्थ्यौँ टु एचिभ आवर टार्गेट अब त्यसपछि फेरि स्याप आयो हाम्रो कम्पनीमा अब स्यापमा यु क्यानोट मेक एनी चेन्जेस 3 तारिकमा छ भने 3 तारिकै हुन्छ यु क्यानोट मेक इट 30th or 29th बिस्तारै बिस्तारै इम्प्रुभमेन्ट भयो होइन अब त 2 तारिकसम्म जान हुँदैन अब त 30 तारिकमा गर्नुपर्छ त्यसपछि फेरि सिस्टम आयो कि होइन अब 30 तारिकमा हुँदैन 30 तारिकमा इफ यु बिल द गुड्स विल डिस्प्याच अन फर्स्ट नेक्स्ट मन्थ एन्ड द्याट विल रिच अन 3rd or 4th टु द स्टकिस्ट त्यसमा रेभेन्यू फेरि रिकग्निसन हुँदैन सो नाउ यु हेभ टु क्लोज द मन्थ by 27th or 28th so that the goods can dispatch and reach the stock point before month end त्यो चेन्जेस भयो त्यसपछि हाम्रो रिपोर्टिङहरू सबै म्यानुअल थियो एभ्रिथिङ वाज म्यानुअल इनिसियली वेन वी हेभ टु फेस द चेन्जेस न इट वाज भेरी डिफिकल्ट किनकि सबै हातबाट लेखेर यो गरिरहेको थिएँ त्यसपछि भएन अब त सब अटोमेसन भयो अब आजको दिनमा वाट वी आर डुइङ इन काठमाडौँ सो वी हेभ अ 200 SKUs अफ प्रोडक्ट्स अब सपोज आम्ला तेल छ नि आम्ला तेलमा 50, 100, 200, 300, 500 त्यस्तो गर्दा 200 SKUs छ आजको दिनमा काठमाडौँ भ्यालीमा सपोज कुनै डिलर आजको दिनमा आउट अफ 200 SKUs 6 सेल्सम्यान छ भने कुन सेल्सम्यान आम्ला 50 को कति पिस बेचेको छ द्याट वी क्यान ट्र्याक बिकज वी आर अ SFA सेल्स फोर्स अटोमेसन हामी सुरु गरिसकेका छौँ इफ यु क्यानोट चेन्ज योर सेल्फ विथ द टाइम न टाइम विल गो अहेड एन्ड यु विल लिभ बिहाइन्ड ओन्ली अरू केही हुँदैन धेरैजना हाम्रो कम्पनीमा पनि पास्टमा पनि छोडेर जानुभएको छ वेन आई जोइन्ड एज अ ट्रेनी सेल्स रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभ द्याट टाइम हाम्रो कुनै अटोमेसन थिएन सबै म्यानुअल थियो बिस्तारै बिस्तारै जुन जुन कम्पनीमा चेन्ज आए सबैले चेन्ज गर्नुपर्छ टाइमको साथमा नत्र फेरि प्रब्लम हुन्छ चेन्जको साथमा आफ्नो एड्याप्ट गरेर अगाडि बढ्दा 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 वी रिच्ड हियर एन्ड द्याट टाइम द टर्नओभर अफ नेपाल डाबर नेपालको 3.5 करोडको थिए इयरली टर्नओभर एन्ड टुडे 603 crores we have done last year in 27 years तो टाइमको साथमा चेन्ज भएन भने त्यो त गर्नै पर्छ नत्र you have to face tough time now
so adapt गर्नु भयो change गर्नु भयो a lot of things I know but there must have been one moment where you felt like wow I'm so proud of myself this is finally happening to me like हुन्छ नि ड्रिमै कम ट्रु भएको जस्तै कुनै मोमेन्ट छ होला
अब इनिसियली के हुन्थ्यो नि कि पहिला हाम्रो सेल्सको ट्र्याकिङ थिएन र मिस्टर श्रीवर्धन जुन हाम्रो बस थिए एक्स बस इनिसियली एन्ड ही वेन्ट ब्याक टु इन्डिया देन द नेक्स्ट बस हु केम इन नेपाल न फ्रम डे 1 he started कि go to market visit 40 outlets and write the name of the outlet their landline phone number that time pan haru ke थिएन त्यस्तो र every day you have to visit your outlet and within a week you have to collect the name of all 600 or 700 outlets with owner's name phone number location र कुन प्रोडक्ट त्यो पसलमा बेच्छ अब तराईमा त गर्मी हुन्छ 40, 42, 43 I started working after 2-3 days I thought अब रिजाइन करते हैं बहुत हो गया ये दुकान नाम लिखते रहेंगे तब तो कैरियर मेरा लाइफ चला जाएगा then that time I was unmarried then I talked to one of my friend who was senior to me in Delhi he said yeah this is the initial phase of your career so don't give up now ठीक है एक हफ्ता करना होगा ना करो ना छाता ले लो गर्मी है तो ये कर लो रात में एसी होटल में चले जाओ रूम में सो जाओ कम से कम थोड़ा कूल होगा लेकिन अभी छोड़ के कहीं भी जाओगे तो यू हैव टू फेस दिस इफ यू फ्रॉम डाबर इफ यू गो टू यूनिलीवर और PNG और कॉलगेट और RBI एवरीवेयर दिस इज द सिचुएशन सो आई डोंट थिंक फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग यू हैव टू रिजाइन then I said ठीक है यार अब this is the part of my job I have to do and रामले त्यसपछि फेरि मेरो दिमागमा कहिले पनि आएन एकचोटि दिमागमा भूत आथे कि नो आई हैव टु गो ब्याक टु इन्डिया अब धेरै भयो नेपालमा
then what instigated that like के कुराले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हैन
अब इन्डियामा हाम्रो डाबर इन्डियामा हाम्रो एक्स बस पनि हुनुहुन्थ्यो एन्ड धेरै माया गर्नुहुन्थ्यो मलाई as a younger brother he treated me so I called him sir I want to come back to India then he discussed with the concerned person HR in India and everything was almost finalized and he my boss business said he came to know then he called me why you are going back to India, yaar? Why you are planning to go back to India, yaar? Your career, bright career is here waiting for you and you are going back. वहाँ पे भीड़ है इतना, ये है, वो कहाँ गुम हो जाओगे? यहाँ में 5 जने से कंपटीशन है, वहाँ 1000 से कंपटीशन होगा. Then he started convincing me. Then at that time I was married. So my wife, she is from Delhi.
Okay.
So I asked her कि what to do. And she said कि बात उन्होंने सही बोला है, इंडिया में कंपटीशन is very high. So you have to fight with thousands of people if you want to grow. And here in Nepal you have to fight with 3-4 people if you want to grow.
Yeah, true.
So why to take risk? And then I started, ठीक है अब नेपाल में ही करके क्लोज करेंगे और रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी ये लोग बोलेंगे तो यहीं रहेंगे नेपाल में.
Okay. So you talked about your wife and your family probably. So how easy or difficult is it to balance work and personal life?
For that you have to convince your wife, your family. देखो मेरे पास टाइम कम होगा देने के लिए. And you have to make them understand. No, because sales में क्या होता है? What happened? No, sales में कि this is not 9 to 6 job.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you don't want to come to office, you want to come to office for half day, you can do that.
Okay.
But sometimes you have, I used to sit to around 3 in the morning in the office.
Wow.
With my team, with my 5-6 members of my team to achieve certain goals.
Yeah.
And for that you have to convince to your family कि लो ठीक है, I can balance. Whenever I get free time, I will spend with you all. We will go outing. तर जब सम कंपनी को जुन मेरो काम छ त्यो गरेन भने मलाई प्रब्लम हुन्छ and मलाई mentally if I 50% काम गरेर if I go to home na, I cannot enjoy my family life also.
True.
यो मेरो दिमागमा त्यो 50 के हुन्छ नि, even if you sleep na, the thought process is going on in your brain. And your body will sleep, but your brain will remain active.
Yeah.
So when you wake up in the morning, na, you don't feel fresh because body तो rest किया है, but brain जो है रात भर thought process चल रहा है, मेरा ये number करना है, वो करना है. That you have to share with your family also.
Yeah.
And they will, if they are sensitive, na, they will understand and they will cooperate you. कि ठीक है. अभी what happened ना कि every day. Since we are struggling in April, slightly struggling.
Okay.
So after 9 p.m. in the evening, she called me. और time लगेगा? Then I have to tell. हाँ आधे घंटे में निकल जाएंगे. She knows कि आधा घंटा बोला है तो 1 घंटा तो लगेगा ही. तो that you have to convince your family. Family. Both of my son, they know कि पापा को delay होता है, delay होगा. तो they used to call me at around 10 in the night. कि पापा ऑफिस घर आ गए, हम चाय पी लिए, हम वहाँ. So that you have to manage. और अगर sensitive wife है, बच्चे हैं, तो they can understand and they will support you. ऐसा नहीं है कि घर गए यहाँ से लड़के गए घर में फिर लड़ाई शुरू हो गया. वो
that's not possible.
That's not possible. Otherwise you have to leave home then.
Yeah, that's very necessary, right? Having a supportive family, because already the work may be pressure by rounds and then karma pani like you said, it would be really difficult.
Last week I was not feeling well because I have some health issue. I have a pacemaker here, so I have some heart problem. Okay. In 2012, I think, I got this pacemaker because my pulse rate has gone down to 30 or 32. Then in Nordic, I had to go for one operation. And then last week I was not feeling well, but I had to go to Biratnagar. There were some issues. So my wife, that time my wife, she was in Delhi. So I called her, next week I am going to Biratnagar. I have to go because I have some important work. Then she said, okay. So day after tomorrow I am coming back to Kathmandu. Let me reach Kathmandu, then you can go. Then she came and next day I fly down to Biratnagar. So she always supports.
That's
If you don't get
wonderful.
the family support, na,
Yeah.
your professional life
Yeah.
also be hell.
Yeah.
If you get the family support, na, that motivation will come.
Yeah,
My family
true.
is with me. Then your performance will certainly improve.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing a lot of your experiences.
Thank you,
I would
dear.
say we'll move on to a very interesting segment, that is the rapid fire round.
My ये क्वेश्चन बनाई होगी तब फिर होगी.
Okay, so a couple of questions that you have to answer very rapidly and it needs to be interesting, basically. Okay, so let me start. Coffee or juice?
Coffee.
Really? Okay. Home cooked food or restaurant food?
Home food.
Okay, what's your favorite home cooked food?
Fish curry and rice.
I love fish. Okay, biggest strength of yours?
Patience,
Strength.
perseverance
Uh-huh.
is my biggest, and people management
Ah, okay.
is my biggest strength.
Lovely. Best compliment that you have ever received?
Not exactly compliment.
Uh-huh.
My boss, he told me many times, he advised me not to say yes always.
Ah, okay.
Try to learn to say no also in your life.
Not to be a people pleaser.
Yeah,
Okay.
but still अभी तक मेरे को नहीं आया. मैं सबको yes ही हूँ.
3 things you cannot live without. Things, people, anything. But yeah.
Both my son,
Oh, okay.
my wife,
Uh-huh.
and my mother.
Lovely. Define yourself in 3 words. I think you already have, but still.
Yes.
Taine agi ga? Okay. So what is the best piece of advice you have received?
Repeat once.
What is the best piece of advice you have received?
Be calm always, and don't fight with anybody in life, and be honest to yourself.
Okay. What is that one thing you wish you knew at the age of 24?
At the age of 20, at that time I had already decided to be a salesperson, and I got this, so I'm very happy.
Okay. So what do you prefer, emails or LinkedIn messages?
Email,
Okay. Physical or virtual meetings?
physical.
What is that one thing you had to learn the hard way?
Learn. I think I'm weak in this part. I've already mentioned this. कि कोई भी मेरे को कुछ बोलता है तो yes.
Yeah.
So I have to learn how to say no.
Yeah.
That is the biggest learning I want to have.
That is
in
so
my life.
important
Yeah,
for
very
professionals,
important.
right?
Yeah.
What is okay? So this is very interesting. What is that one trend that you see young people following that you wish would disappear? Trend or thought process, beliefs?
These gadgets things now will ruin the next generation.
Yeah. So you
That's
wish
probably.
they would just be
Yeah.
a little less. They would spend a little less time with
Yeah.
their gadgets.
Even if you are sitting in your drawing room, na,
Uh-huh.
your wife, your children, all are on the mobile. You don't have time to talk with
Yeah.
them. That is the biggest problem. If you interact, na, you can share your
That's true.
weaknesses, your
Yeah.
strength, everything. हम बचपन में सुनते थे कि आपके मन में बहुत सारा प्रॉब्लम भरा हुआ है. If you share, na,
Yeah.
that will
True.
yeah.
So gadgets, right?
Yeah,
A little less time in their gadgets. Thank you so much for your answers. They were rapid and so interesting. So the last question for the podcast is, what advice you would like to give, not to yourself, but to someone who is just starting out in their career,
Means
be it
younger.
in sales or
I'm also
anywhere.
very young. No?
Just for someone who's starting out fresh in any field.
First, I'll advise कि analyze your interest.
Yeah.
What is your interest? Either it's job, which type of job, and go for that only. Then what happen, you will enjoy working with that thing. Otherwise क्या होगा ना कि as if कि, and if I am working in Dabur, don't feel कि I am working for Dabur.
Yeah.
I am working for myself only, not for Dabur.
Yeah.
Because today if I leave Dabur, somebody will come replace me. So always think that you are working for yourself, not for the organization. If you start thinking, oh, I am working for Dabur, na, then your performance will not come as per your expectation or as per the expectation of organization also. So try to enjoy your job, whatever you like. किसी को बिजनेस करना है, किसी को जॉब करना है, बट जो इंटरेस्ट है that you have to follow. And then you can enjoy your life and try to believe in yourself and try to be true with yourself. If you are true to yourself now, you can speak out anything in front of anybody. Truth. And if आज मैं एक झूठ बोला ना, उसको to hide that झूठ, I have to speak thousands of झूठ. So and if you speak truth na, so you don't need to support that truth with anything.
It stands on its own. Right? Okay, so thank you so much, Binod ji. I hope your family and your team members, they're all watching this and they realize how lucky they are to have such a fantastic leader and a parent and a partner as well. So thank you so much for sharing your amazing experiences and insights.
Thank you, thank you so much. Initially, I was very, you asked me, excited.
Yeah, but it was super fun. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Riya.